viewers. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Who's seeing this intro thing? Nobody, viewers on the YouTube, but who's gonna get here immediately? Take some time. It goes ding ding ding, and you're gonna take a look, and then you get on here. More people are waiting, patiently waiting, or patiently or impatiently waiting. You're patient. You're like, where are ya? Where am I? I'm here in the basement. Whoa, could you hear me this whole time? I'm here in the basement, and I am alive. And do I count as my own viewer? It's Friday. It's the season premiere of the thing. Yesterday ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger, and I'd like you to know that I have pulled, or here it goes, pulled myself up from the cliff with my own just willpower. Yesterday I was like, oh no, am I going to be able to pull myself up off this cliff? I'm losing my strength. Somebody's about to step on my fingers. I pulled myself up off the cliff from last season. What a cliffhanger. I made it. I'm going to see. There we go. Over there. You can call the number up there. It's 360-364-384. Bird sent us some text. That's not what you're supposed to do. You can also get onto the Zoom. Go to YDHWM.com. YDHWM.com, like this over here. This, but then with the .com, like on the internet. And then you can get on the Zoom, and you can go Zoom. I guess lots of people are using Zoom for their job, but this is not your job. This is the program. So that's fun. Isn't it fun? Are we having fun? Are we having fun? Are you having fun yet? What a time. Yesterday was the season finale, so hopefully we kind of wrapped up the season last time. And we have a new title already. See, Freddy, are you watching? Or there's nobody concurrent viewers though, or is there? I don't know. So we went, and now we're here. Now we got this thing going, and we got the correct title, and we completed the season last time. So I kind of want to talk about last season, but you don't talk about last season in your new season. Like at the end of the season, you set yourself up, like on the last. You have your big cliffhanger, but it's also gonna be how the whole rest of the season goes. So it's at the very end of the thing, I found myself in this new situation of time. It's not a new situation though, it's the same situation it's always been. Sometimes I don't even realize that the seasons are changing, and then I didn't do it. But this time I did do it, so I feel like there's something. Carl Sr., how are you doing today? Did you have a good time last season? I think we might have pulled you out in the last season. You weren't around in for the whole season, and now I got you out, so that's something. That's one thing that happened. Carl Sr. came out, and I think last season I went to the basement. So this season is the second season in the basement. What are we gonna do this season? You know what's gonna be this season in Hayakuba, season 36, which makes some sense to me for some reason. The 10 years, season 36, 365 days a year for 10 years. So 365, 3/6. That's more than the 36th season, right? That's how time works. So I think we're doing some of the things right. We're counting the numbers. That's a good sign for the numbers that Hayakuba is going to be coming up here in season 36. So this is our 10-year season when we do that thing, and I try not to have a big deal. People, they say, what is the biggest episode of the program, or what's your favorite episode? And I say, today's episode. It's kind of like, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? It's like whatever is available. What was the best day you ever had? It's like today. You know why? It's because it's like this is the farthest I've ever been. It's every moment and every your whole life. It's like, this is the longest I've ever done this for. Like, I can't believe I'm still doing this. This is the longest. This is the longest I've ever breathed for. My whole life, I've only been breathing for, as long as the rest of my life is. And every breath I take is the longest I've ever been alive for. And every episode and every minute and second of the episode is longer than I've ever done it before. So I think every new moment here is the best time that I've had. When people are going to say, well, it was the best time. I want to know about some big things. Like, You want big things. People want these big life-changing events and everything. But that's not how it works. We don't need all those big life-changing events. Every moment you live is another moment alive. Every moment is a gift from Carl. Thanks, Carl, for all these moments. I don't know what we're going to do for the season premiere. Do we have any season premiere traditions? I think our biggest season premiere tradition is forgetting that it's happening. Like, oh, yeah, I forgot it happened. Well, we can do that. Forget. Well, it's kind of too late for that already. Yesterday I did the program 845 season finale with Freddy. We're talking about seasons. Talking about other things maybe. I don't know what we were saying. Lettuce. Cedar was there. Talked to Cedar. He's a tomato scientist. After the program, I'm doing some writing. I'm calling it writing still. I'm going to be releasing a book soon, viewers. So if you want the book, you can pre-order your book. What you do if you want to pre-order the book is call the number. Say, I'm going to pre-order. I would like to pre-order the book, and then maybe we'll get you further than that. Maybe I should get a spot to pre-order the book. Say, hey, you want to pre-order? I think the book's going to be, I guess I'm selling it for fun, just to see how that works. So who's going to buy this book for $10? Give me $10. And then get a physical book, or you can get the ebook for free. That's fun with me. I did that. Doing some writing, doing some sleeping. And then I'm gonna be this morning I ate potatoes for breakfast. I ate some potatoes and beef, spinach. Spinach has all the stuff in it, right? I've been eating a lot of spinach. I think that's all you need to live. Some of my eggs got frozen, and some of them cracked. Some of them didn't crack, but they got kind of weird. But I don't think they've gone bad. But I think some of them froze, and some of them survived the freezing process. Some of them didn't survive the freezing process. But they all got a little weird, like they're a little chunky. The yolk is a little chunky, but once you start cooking it, it's fine anyway. I think it might be like what it's like after it gets frozen and defrosted, and I'm eating them, and they're, a few weeks old, but that's fine for regular eggs, right? Only a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. And I think it's fine for these. I feel fine. I don't know what's gonna happen if I have to go to the doctor or anything. Like I saw that kid. That kid who had popped his finger out of his joint socket. Yeah. I saw somebody on the street today that I knew, and I was like, waved to them. It was real exciting. And it's like, whoa! I just saw somebody! And so it's weird. It's weird. And then before times, wasn't that being that big of a deal. Now it's a big deal. I got my nighttime pills, the L-theanine and the fish pill. Those are the twice-a-day pills. The other-day pills are the once-a-day pills. Alright, here, let's call Grandma. Let's look at this stupid text message. Berg, quit sending text messages. I'm gonna call him and tell him to quit. Bro, I don't like it. How many times have I told you? Probably a lot of times. How many times? What the heck? Grandma, it didn't go? It's not ringing. Oh, the number is busy? I guess Grandma's on the phone. Well, whoa. I want to call Mark, a guitar player. Tell Mark about what he got for food. I've been trying to call him, since Wednesday. And now it's Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, so that's the third day I've been trying to call him. I know him. Where are you, Mark? Where have you been? Where are you? What are you doing?
Sorry, you cannot leave a message for 360.
You sorry? You're sorry?
004. To send a message to another subscriber, enter the area code and phone number of the person.
I'm called Dan Dobler. Leaving a bunch of messages today. Or not. No, I guess not with either. No messages so far.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Dan Dobler. Voicemail box is full.
Dan Dobler
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, now Grandma's phone's ringing.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Grandma.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Nobody not here.
Okay, well, I'm calling to see how you're doing, just to say hi to you.
Huh?
I'm calling to say hi to you and see how you're doing.
I'm okay.
That's
I'm
good.
by myself.
Yeah, you got water?
I'm lonesome.
Oh, that's too bad. That's
Yeah.
why. Well, that's why I'm calling you. I'm saying hi, so you don't have to be so lonesome. Only a little bit. Now I'm calling you. Okay?
Okay.
You got water?
Wait.
You drinking water?
Yeah, okay. You said when you called me.
When?
What do you say?
I'm just trying to talk to you, see how you're doing, because you said you're lonely.
Oh, they're going to come back. They're going to call you back, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then. Okay, thanks for call.
Thank you.
Okay. Hope to see you. When I see you?
Maybe Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Okay.
What day today?
Friday.
Friday. Okay, see you Tuesday. I'm looking forward to see you.
I look forward to see you. Okay. Okay. Bye, Grandma.
Okay.
Good
Bye.
night. Drink water. Grandma, answer the phone. That's good. How about Bird? I'm gonna tell Bird not to answer the not to not to leave text messages. Hey, Bird. I don't need the text messages. Voicemails. Leave those voicemails, Bird. Hello.
Robert F.W. Whitlock.
Hello, Bird. This is a program. You can call us back You have about 45 minutes. No more text messages. Send some voices. Do voicemails. You know, at least most of the time you do. Sometimes those text messages, though. Okay, bye. No, like disable text messages. So if you try to send a text message, it's going to say, like, we have not received this text message from you. Something like that. Alright, well, what about Mark? Where's Mark? I'm going to call him again. Maybe later on. Alright. Well, that's the phone stuff. I guess we could try to call Freddy the producer, but he might be the concurrent viewer. Freddy, are you the concurrent viewer? We could try to do that. We summon Freddy the producer. That's how it works. Okay. Freddy! Sumba dumbele! Umba! Umbe dumba dembala! Is that racist? Voodoo talk racist? Is that, I don't know. Cultural appropriation at a minimum? Queue up this message of the future tape, but we're not going to record it until later. Oh, something else is up in there, though.
Hey, it's a commercial.
And then I'm like,
Hey, everybody.
goodbye.
Jeremy's here.
I'm here.
Was it last Friday was the party time?
Whenever I tell you to take off, you're supposed to take off, right? And then whenever you take off, now I know you're gone. and then I'm
Hey,
like,
it's a
hey,
commercial.
And then I'm like,
Hey, everybody.
goodbye.
Jeremy's here.
I'm here. We talked about places that sell food.
Vegas, buffets, Mitzels.
Yeah.
Mr. Ginsu's going on a tirade.
Talked to Lewis about Star Trek.
I'm not going on a tirade.
Another
You're the one
topic.
going on a tirade.
You can't talk.
Keep going on about how YDHWM
It's so cross-talk.
The baby and hell yeah dog.
11:30.
Is this the right day, or is-
Channel 22 360 836 4384. Call, leave a message. Get on TV.
State and Cabral, come on by.
It is the right day.
Every day.
Bye.
That's the
Bye.
day.
Take off.
Oh, Freddy wasn't summoned, huh? Mm-hmm. Alright, let's cue this tape up then. We're going to cue the messages to the future tape. So that's the zoom anyway. I'll put the zoom up here. And we'll, if anybody shows up in it, it'll be, they'll be up there. If we get bombed, we'll be immediately bombed and we won't have a chance to hide. So we'll leave it there just so we get bombed. Okay. Here goes. Queuing this thing for the future, and then hopefully I'll remember that I put it there in the first place if I ever did. All right, thanks, future.
Oh, yeah. How lettuce grows. Thanks, future.
How lettuce grows. Alright, well, I'm going to attempt to just do some more rambling then because we have a lot of time and no more phone things and all we have are the tapes, but we're just going to go to the tapes or am I going to be able to, do this thing? Kind of reminds me of the time, like, before when the phones went down at the other studio. The internet is much more reliable in the basement than it ever was in the other studio, but it's like up and down because when things go wrong, and then that gives me a chance to fix them, and that was always like a component of the program, and I always said that, and I said, well, if things didn't go wrong, what would we even be doing here? And that's where we're at now when we've kind of gotten things going, and in the studio, like, things weren't going too great. Maybe we should try to, like, have to pay somebody to get the internet working better, or, like, moved it up there. But we did get it going pretty well towards the end, but it still wasn't that great. Here it seems to be better because they have more access to it. And before that, the router was pretty far away. Now it's maybe like right there, like through the floorboards. Trying to kind of figure out the layout of the house, and I think I might be almost directly under the Wi-Fi router right now. Anyway, so it's working better. You know, we're running Zoom, YouTube, and the phones all at the same time on the Wi-Fi, and it seems to be doing better. But before, I would go out all the time, and then I would go in there and try to fix everything. There was a time when this went down, and then I decided that it was over or something, and I went and just like tried to do some days of just like I don't know. What did I just say? Saying stuff. Well, what did I call it? Rambling. Oh yeah, I tried to just ramble on for the whole time, and that's what I'm going back to, and maybe trying to get back to those rambling days, and that should have been like the pinnacle of what you do here, what we do here. And sometimes when there's nobody here, but it's like somebody here, like I feel like when somebody shows up, I just start saying things anyway, and they're not saying that many things. But it's like, oh, hey, somebody's here. I'm saying these things. But that does make sense because you have somebody else in the room, you're saying things to them, or in the space anyway, or on the phone, and you're talking to them, and you don't usually talk. Do you hear that? I thought I heard a chirp, but yeah, a bug almost tried to fly in my ear today. You ever had a bug fly into your ear when you haven't washed your hands? So, like, I'm not touching my face because I have the face shield and the face mask, but I was out there today, and then a bug almost flew into my ear. Oh, now I'm touching my face because I guess I'm wearing it. I'm home and I'm cleaned up a little bit. This is as clean as I'm gonna be. Like, if you're in your own house, how clean you can't get any more clean? You're already here. So, the bug like almost flew into my ear, and it's like very loud because it's like right in your ear. It's like a loud. So it's scary because it's loud. I'm so scared because the bug is going into your head holes. No! Stay out of my head holes, bugs! You can fit in there. A bug could potentially fit inside of my ear and go in there to die. Well, it was a long time ago, maybe years ago now, but I thought that when I woke up, like when I was sleeping, like maybe I was sleeping on my side and then a bug flew into my ear and died, maybe. Because when I woke up, I was like, oh, what the heck, what's in there? And then I dug out a bug. But I still am not sure if it was a dream. And there's no way to know. I think I went and looked for the bug afterwards, and I was like, was that real? And I was like, even trying to think back. You have memories and you're not sure. It's like, was that a memory or a dream? So I never did find out if that bug was in there, but seems like an unlikely thing to happen. And at this point, the story is more prevalent than the actual memory. Like, I've told the story here on the program probably many times, and after a while, what happens is that your memories become more real than the event. So that's what happened to me. And I don't know, I just told myself so many times, so now I don't know what's real or not. But this other bug today, definitely, I think it was real, because I was out there. I've been riding my bike, and why is this thing not moving forward? Do we got a second viewer? Hospital. The bug flew in my ear, and not like I had been rubbing stuff. I'm not touching stuff, but I guess it's just like outside, and I was touching the bike, and the bike had been sitting outside all day. And who knows who licked that bike, you know? Somebody probably licked that bike. And then I went to... I know the bug flying in my ear, and then you want to go touch your ears and stuff, but that's your face and your holes, and you're gonna get the diseases that way, you know. So I'm trying to balance like not getting a disease and trying to push the bugs away from my face or from my ear, my head holes, and they're gonna crawl in there and then they're gonna die. And then I'm gonna get a weird bug inner infection, or they're gonna crawl in your ears and lay some eggs, and then plant the eggs in your brain, and they're either gonna eat your brain or take over your brain, and you're gonna be a bug person. And how many people are bug people? We don't even know about it, because like once they're maybe you don't even know you're a bug person. Like the bugs go in there and they crawl into your brain, and they take over your brain somewhat, but then most of the bugs are pretty small and stupid, so you still are mostly yourself, but you got little bugs in there too, but you don't know about it, and the bugs aren't even aware. The bugs think they're you, and they crawl into your mind. They think they think you're you. You think you're you, but you're a bug now, and you're basically the same person, but now you're a bug. Maybe you don't know. Maybe your friends and family are bugs now. Maybe you're a bug now. It's possible.
I might be a bug person.
Are you a bug person?
It's possible, actually, because I recently had a weird experience where I realized that the house I live at had plums.
Plums?
And like the plums started getting ripe, and I was like, oh, I can eat these plums. When you know they're ripe when they just kind of pop off in your hand. You like go up and grab them, and they kind of fall into your hand.
Yeah.
And then, so over the last couple of weeks, I'd been eating a bunch of plums all the time. And then my housemate, Sam, like made some offhanded comment about it when I was like helping him move the recycling out to the curb. We were like putting all the recycling in there, and he's like, oh man, it's too bad about the plums this year. And because we were walking by the plum tree, and I said, what are you talking about, the plums? And he's like, oh, they got all these worms in them. And I was like, what? I did not know this. And he pulled out a plum down from the tree and kind of split it open with his fingers. And then there was this little like tiny white worm just squirming around like next to the pit of the plum.
Oh.
And then he did a couple more, and every single one had a worm. And he said that he looked up the worms and that there wasn't too much proven that was wrong with eating them, other than he said maybe it's like you could possibly get like diarrhea or something. But I don't know. Now I'm kind of worried because lately I have been feeling kind of weird, or like in my guts or something.
Oh.
I'm like afraid I got wormified, or like some kind of weird thing happened by eating all these worms, I guess.
How many did you eat?
I mean, definitely around like at least 20 or 30 plums.
Oh.
Over time, not all in the same day, but like, every time I'd go out there and I find one, I would eat it.
Yeah. And you never looked at it?
No, I mean, I didn't have any reason to.
Yeah.
Ugh. And I can, you like separate the pit from the other part, like inside your mouth, I never like, it was all like a fully internal process inside my mouth.
And you spit out the
pit, and I never found anything weird. So, but
you chew,
definitely I've eaten a lot of those.
Like, how avid of a chewer are you on a scale?
I don't know. I guess I'm probably not the most avid of a chewer.
Is that why you gotta chew? You gotta chew your food.
Average, or maybe a tiny bit below average. Even though I know you're supposed to chew more, I believe in chewing, and I've attempted to get better at chewing. But
yeah, you gotta think about it all the time, though. It's kind of like washing your hands. It's like you think about chewing for a while, and then you're really into chewing. Like I've had stages where I'm really into chewing, and I brought it up on the program sometimes too.
Yeah,
like chewing,
I mean, it's the first stage in digestion.
Yeah, and they say, I don't know. Those numbers are always so crazy. Like the health people, they always like eat, like if you like the food pyramid from like they teach you about in schools, like from the 70s, and it's just totally whack. And it's like they're like really eat carb. It's like now people are saying don't eat any carbs at all, right? It's like no carbs.
That's also pretty crazy, probably.
But the food pyramid, the bottom, the big part is carbs.
But that was intentional by the grain industry.
Yeah, so that was a big lie. It's not even a health thing. But they're like, so there's like, eat tons of carbs. But I don't know what chewing could do, because they used to say, like, I don't know where I heard this, but they say like chew like 43 times or something like that, you know?
Oh.
And I was like,
you have enzymes and stuff in your mouth that like start breaking the food down before it even gets swallowed.
Chewing's good, but I remember like I heard that somewhere, like on, like maybe like GIO. Look, can you see this thing? I'm in the calendar right now. If you don't move the phone, I'm the head of the calendar person.
Oh yeah,
you see this?
That. Nice. That's fun. Yeah, maybe we should have a calendar. Get you in the calendar.
Yeah. YDHWM calendar for every month. They said chew so many times. I think it might have been on like, I feel like it was like on Captain Planet or something. You know, at the end of Captain Planet, they're like, "Hey kids, pick up your garbage," or "Hey kids, don't do drugs." Sometimes they said, "Don't do drugs." They had like the really high kid guy. He's like in the alley. He's like, "You want to end up like this guy?" They have like a cartoon guy. He's all messed up on drugs, like indiscriminate drugs too. They're just like, these drugs. Like, what kind of drugs?
He's on as many drugs as he can get his hands on.
Yeah, there was a new person at my job, and somebody thought that they're on pills, and I was like, he's like, I think this guy's on pills. I was like, what kind of pills? What kind of pills is he on? Pills, huh? Just general pills? Like he's like, I don't know, he's on pills. So, but so they said like chew like a lot of times, like 43 times. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like 43 times? That seems like too many times. You sit there counting how many times you're going to chew. Just seems like too many times. But
yeah, is that per like bite of food? I mean, that seems like it would just really extend. I have eaten food with people who take a really long time to eat, and I am assuming they must just be chewing a lot more than I am. You know, like slow eaters.
Mm-hmm.
But I mostly feel like I have pretty good digestion. Like I don't ever feel. I mean, the last couple of days, or like last couple of weeks, ever since I started eating those plums, I have been having some weird stomach nausea. But before that, I pretty much have never had any issues, you know? I'm like usually feeling great most of the time, even though I'm not chewing as much as recommended. I guess like there's probably no limit to chewing that's too much chewing. And if you chew enough, eventually it just becomes liquid and you don't even barely have to swallow. I feel like my experience with chewing is I chew it, I'm like, I'm going to just chew this and chew it like 42 times. But I never get to 42 because by the time I get that high, it's just like there's basically nothing in there anymore.
Yeah, if you already swallow it.
Yeah.
But and I was really going somewhere with this pyramid chewing story. Why did we start talking about this in the first place? I was like,
bugs crawling in your ears.
Because you're chewing because you gotta chew those bugs real good. But they don't know. They're just changing stuff, though. I think is what it's like, you know, you eat all these things. Are you supposed to chew as much? And then the health things. Like if that food pyramid was a lie, what else is a lie?
It's all a lie. Basically.
It's all a lie. But then you're on the road to being like anti-vax or mask now or something.
Uh-oh. You're right. Oh, you got me.
What? I don't know. You told me to wear a mask. You also told me to eat a bunch of rice or grains or whatever in the 70s. Yeah. So I don't know about these vaccines or these masks, like, but who knows what's real? But how many times are you supposed to chew?
Yeah, I think maybe it makes sense to chew until it's like a mush. So all your food is mush, but you can't chew food that's already mush. Like you don't chew. Oh, do you chew applesauce? Or like.
Yeah, you can't put a number on things. You can't put a number on chewing. Some things you have to chew much longer than other things.
Yeah. Like some things you could chew it forever. Like, you know, you ever get that part of like a steak or something that's like gristle?
Yeah, and then you end up swallowing it.
Chew and chew and chew. You're never gonna.
Mr. Ginsu was choking on that or something recently. Yeah. He had a choke. I think he had a near-death experience from choking on meat. Mr. Ginsu.
Oh. Wow.
I think so. Maybe we should call him. And Mr. Ginsu, remember we were choking on gristle? I was like, you gotta spit that out or something. I told him, but he's like, I ate it. But if you chew enough, I feel like those worms, like I was watching YouTube video, a survival video about Bear Grylls. It was like one of those stupid YouTube videos that they advertise at you and then you leave it going and then it just like goes to the next video. It was like Bear Grylls reviews movies. Now that all the viewers are gonna go watch this video, it sounds more interesting. But like the few viewers are gonna, but it's like Bear Grylls reviews survival scenes from movies or whatever. And there was one where he watches a survival movie and then he's like, "This is that's real, or not real." But then he sees one where this guy has to pull a worm out of his head because he's got like a thing, and he's like, "Yeah, well, you can pull the worm out of his head, but then once you pull it out, you got to eat it."
What?
Yeah.
Gross. No, I like this. I mean, I don't think people are going to go watch that video instead. I think I would rather watch a video of other people reviewing videos of people reviewing videos.
Yeah. So you got to eat this stuff. So people eat like worms and stuff all the time. I don't know if these worms are worse to eat.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of, what are they going to become? They're worms living inside these plums.
Yeah.
And then today I was looking out my back door window and guess what? There was a bunny on the ground eating the plums, and then there was squirrels that came and ate the plums because the plums just fall on the ground now. I'm not eating the plums. And they're just being eaten by these animals, so they're getting the worms. I mean, probably they're like plum worms. The worms are eating plums, but most worms at that stage, because that's like a larval stage, and they become some other kind of a bug.
Yeah, well, if you chewed them up pretty good, then they're going to be okay. Hopefully they're dead. I think you don't want to swallow.
They died in stomach acid, but maybe they have other, weird stuff in them. They're made of weird stuff, maybe bug stuff.
Yeah, like maybe it's like they're dead, but then it's like they're, whatever the chemicals in them are maybe slightly toxic or something.
Yeah.
Or is it poisonous or slightly poisonous? Toxic or toxic? Is it toxic? I think
Venomous?
it's toxic. There's like poisonous and toxic. You know about this thing?
I know about venomous and poisonous.
Oh, that's what it is? Oh,
poisonous.
venomous and poisonous. Okay, so toxic's not even in there?
Toxic, I'm not sure. Maybe toxic is another kind.
Toxic is like when they are like trying to get you to do drugs, or they like are trying to.
Toxic is like toxic waste. Like maybe even just touching it hurts you.
Oh yeah.
Venomous is when they bite you, and poisonous is when you eat it.
Toxic is like when they want to spend all their time with you, and then they start buying you things so that you become financially dependent on them, and then they stop. They're like cut you off, try to cut you off from your family and stuff.
Oh yeah,
those are the worst kind of worms.
Bad worm.
Toxic. They're toxic. But I think it's poisonous or venomous. So what is that one? Poisonous. Poisonous
is where you eat it, and that would definitely be the bug. Yeah.
Poison, right? Poison. Venom is when they bite you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it'd be like a spider is venomous, and then these plum worms are poisonous. Maybe.
Potentially slightly poisonous, but I think if you chew them up real good, this should be okay.
Yeah. Probably.
I started taking probiotics recently. I'm trying to gauge my health, like more than ever. I'm trying like I'm like sitting there. I'm like
journal?
I'm just trying to think about how I feel. I'm like, am I sick? Am I sick? I'm like, like trying to use like what could be better than your own just like mind, just trying to like sense. So I started taking like probiotics and Lewis.
Hey.
Oh wow! Hey Lewis.
Wow.
Lewis, how's your how do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw you post on Instagram like 30 seconds.
It worked. You followed the link. You like went on the web. You went on YDHWM.com and clicked on the link.
I did. So first I tried to do it on my phone. That didn't work. So now I'm on my computer instead at the webcam.
Wow.
Do you have like an external webcam?
What?
You look like really old time. Your video quality looks really old timey.
Oh really?
It's like you're calling from the 90s, which is good. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a webcam I bought for like, I don't know, like 50 or $60
Wait,
on Amazon.
It's like an external one though. It's like not the one in the computer.
No, because I don't have a laptop. It's like a tower computer.
Yeah, is it round?
No, it's like kind of flat-ish. They're round edges.
Are you in Minneapolis?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe you were in Minneapolis for some reason. Where are you, Madison?
Yeah. Madison.
We're talking about health because Freddy's potentially been eating plum worms.
Oh no.
I also started taking multivitamins, and I was trying to like figure out if they were working because I felt fine before. Like it's not like I was like sick, but now I'm trying to be like, do I feel even better than before? You know, it's like how do you tell your own health? So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, how did I feel last week, health wise? Like I felt fine, but is there like better? Is there better than fine?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like vitamins is probably more like if you don't have them, then something really bad happens to you. But if you feel okay, then you probably don't notice it as much. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I feel really healthy. Like I don't know. Yeah, didn't really do much. It's the season premiere today. You know that?
Oh wow! It's season. What season number is it?
36.
No, 37.
37? Because 37. Oh, because you start these, like, it's like when you're 10 years old. When you turn 10, you've only been alive for 9 years, right?
No, I think when you turn 1, you've been alive for 1 whole year.
Yeah.
So when you turn 1.
Real better reason for it that we started season 1 on episode 32, so the season 1 was completed on episode 131.
Yeah.
And then it's just 100 episode increments ever since then.
Well, that's season 0. That's not season 1. 0 to 32.
Season 0 was episode 1 to 31.
Yeah, 1 to 31.
That was audio only, though.
Yeah,
right?
and that's season 0, we call it. And then 1 to 2 is season 1.
132, yeah, 32 to 131 is season 1.
32 to 131, season 1.
Yeah.
So
we're in season 37 because it's episode 3632, and season 37 is going to go from 3632 to 3731.
Because
I want to hear more about. We probably already talked about it. What is up with these plum worms, though? Why do you think you have them?
We have plums at my house, and I don't know. I should ask my housemate who knows about it. But he said he looked into these worms. Basically, I had been eating them for a while, and then he mentioned that he was sad that the worms or the plums were like infested with worms, and I had no idea that they were infested with worms because I'd been eating them quite a bit. At every opportunity, and then he started opening the worms and showing me that there was worms in almost every single plum.
And
I just
salty or something, or I don't know. I mean, aren't they saying that once society collapses and there's no more agriculture, we're all gonna have to eat bugs anyways?
I know, but at the beginning, earlier in the show, Kenny was talking about worms crawling inside your ears and controlling your brain, laying their eggs in there. So I was sort of thinking maybe it was bad.
It almost I almost had a bug fly in my ear today. At least it flew by it, you know. It didn't like try to get in there, but it was like, and then you hear it, and it's just startling. And then I don't want to touch my face right now, you know, like when I'm out without washing my hands. So I was like, ooh.
I'm curious about your movie store. I know you have a movie store. How's that functioning during the pandemic here?
Well, we're mostly doing curbside pickup. We started doing that in the beginning of May. Finally, in the last month, we got a plexiglass shield around the front counter, so it's like, okay, I guess we can have people in here to browse some of the time. So it's kind of a mix. Some people can come and browse, they have to be wearing a mask. And I try to spray down everything they touch with alcohol. But yeah, mostly just like people call or email, say this is the movie I'm looking for. I said, great, come at this time. I'll put it in a plastic bag.
Oh, cool.
There you go. Basically, most of our customers are paying by credit card already, so. I mean, it is like weird. I mean, in some ways, it's like kind of nice because I have like absolute control over everything that's happening, pretty much. I know exactly what's going to be rented and at what time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Would you say more people are renting movies because it's like they have less outdoor things to do and they gotta have like more entertainment?
I mean, I think that's part of it. There's definitely like, you know, some early adopters, some people that don't seem like they still want to go out. It's also like once we started the in-store thing, it was like, I mean, I think it's like people are also just like so desperate to have like anything to do that they're like, you know, going to the video store and looking around is like an event now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a decent amount of people. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's their day. Well, that's the other thing is we're not open as much. I'm only there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which are like closest to full days, and then I have some volunteers that each do 1 hour pickup window on Monday and Thursday.
Oh, that's cool.
Close.
That sounds like you're doing it right. That's smart moves.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm in it no matter what. I mean, I'm like, have invested a lot of time in it, but also I'm like financially tied to it. So like, I kind of have to see it through. Yeah, I recently, just a few days ago, I had my 7-year anniversary of working at Four Star.
Wow.
What? That's
yeah,
way
time
more
is
than I
crazy.
expected somehow.
Seems like you just left town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy that, you know, well, I see, I did put in my my calendar that, you know, the 10-year anniversary of You Daily Hour with Me is coming up, right?
It's true. It's
That's true. Hayakuba.
Hayakuba. The numbers are matching up because it's like roughly 3650. You know, like that would be to me like if it was 10 years exactly, not with leap years and stuff, right? So it's like almost going to be that, I think.
I think we've only had 2 or 3, maybe 3 leap years now. At least, no, we could have only had. Well, we could have had 3.
We started.
Is this year a leap year? This year's a leap year.
Yeah, this year is a leap year.
Presidential year.
And then 12 was a leap year, and then
Yeah.
16, and then this year.
So we already have had 3 leap years, so it's probably going to be 3,668. Yeah.
Yeah. So the math is working out, though, I think.
3,653, right? Something like that. But
365 should be 368. Right? 365 times 10.
3,653 because it's 3,650
plus 3 is 3653. Yeah. Not 8. 8 would be if it was 365 then plus 8, but 365. Wait. 3653. 3653. It should be that one. So it's at least we're somewhat close because we're in 36. I said that earlier. I was like, looks like we're getting there because it makes sense that we're
getting real close. Yeah.
Like if we don't land it right on it, we're at least pretty close, which is good. I think that's pretty good enough for me. Anyway,
it's right around the corner.
That we're in this season. So I was like, what's going to be happening this season? And it's going to be that. So that's going to be good. 10 years. And Lewis, you've been here at least every year, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I first came on. It probably was in the first like 100 episodes.
Yeah.
It was like when it was, you know, at the Sun Pass.
Yeah.
And you had a regular Saturday's time slot. You were there every Saturday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, some people have been on the show like since really early on, but you had like a consistent time slot that really like at least left an impression on me anyway.
Yeah. Did you make? Oh no, Sean Downey made up people coming in every week. We've had like James and Heather Mondays recently.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's good. I want to record a message to the future. You know about this, Lewis? Have you done this?
Yeah, I've done that, I think. Well, is this different from the commercial?
It's very similar.
Okay.
Hey, future, it's us, the past. What do you have to say to the future?
Hope it's all still intact.
I'm gonna say it's now season 37. I wonder what's gonna happen this season. Last season was the season of being in quarantine all season. Are we gonna be in quarantine all season this season? Or are we gonna go somewhere? Talk to you soon, future.
Freddy's eating plum worms. Look out for brain
I
worms.
forgot about the plum worms. Yeah. Are there bugs in your brain?
Bye, future. I was kind of thinking, yeah, it's like, what if the bugs, they get in your brain, but they aren't very powerful mentally? Then they take you over, but you're still like dominating, but it's like you're now a bug though.
I've heard that there's like a bug or some kind of something or other that's in cat feces, and so like people who like have cats and like are raking in the litter, you know, they like get the litter and do that. They'll like get this brain fungus or brain infection, but it doesn't do much to you other than like make you really like cats a lot. And, like, maybe
what? That makes sense.
Where you can't really smell cat pee very much.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
those are like the only two things it does.
Osmosis or something. Is that what it is?
Cat pee is awful in lots of places. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Wait, so how far into the future is the future recording? Is it next year or is it in a month?
Let's see. We could look at yesterday. Let's look at yesterday. That's what we're gonna do right now. Can you see this? You're seeing it, right?
It's as short as tomorrow and as far as you can even imagine. But
yeah.
often a 4-year increment I think is a really nice way to go, because like you think about the year as a yearly cycle, but really the bigger cycle than that is actually the leap year situation.
Yeah, look at this. See, this is same stuff, and there's Jaren. Tuesday. All right, bye, future.
Yeah,
bye.
It's a finger licking good program today.
Later, future.
Yeah. Future.
Here's
now this is a message to us.
Yeah.
Lewis.
Hey, future, it's us, the past. Oh, hi, past.
Hey, past.
Hello, future.
Marie, what do you have to say to the future?
It's nice to see you.
Oh, thank you. Birds eating steamed broiled broccoli and edamame and salmon, and Marie's on the phone. We got a bunch of Zoom bombers, but we got one live Zoom bomber today. So that's the thing. It's a Wednesday. Okay, bye, future. Bye. Here's yesterday.
Wow.
Hey, future, it's us, the past. Hi, past.
Hi, future. It's the season finale of season 36. We kind of reflect on the last couple seasons and talk to Cedar about tomatoes.
Yeah, Cedar is a tomato. Caesar tomatoes. Caesar salad. Tomato scientist instead of a corn scientist. I saw somebody get their thumb dislocated. Ooh, yeah.
I saw someone crash their car into the back of somebody else. What else did we talk about?
You got a follow up on that? Did that person's like thumb ever get relocated?
All right, thanks, future.
Yeah, how lettuce grows. Thanks, future.
They went to. I think they went to the doctor. Or no, did they go to something? They said they're fine, but they weren't back today. They were supposed to be back today. What do you have to say to the future?
Hope it's all still intact.
Hey, it is right now, as of now at least.
I'm gonna say it's now season 37. I wonder what's gonna happen this season. Last season was the season of being in quarantine all season. Are we gonna be in quarantine all season this season? Or are we gonna go somewhere? Talk to you soon, future.
Freddy's eating plum worms. Look out for brain worms.
I forgot about the plum worms. Yeah. Are there bugs in your brain?
Don't forget about the plum worms. What is that? A bunny?
What?
Yeah, that.
It's a turtle.
It's a white turtle, huh?
In a bonnet. A turtle wearing a bonnet.
Is the shell just move up to its head?
What?
Or does it still have a shell? Or does it have
oh yeah, the shell is like a quilt. It's like it got a quilted shell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sitting on the couch because this is like where the light is. Like if I go like this, oh, you can still see me pretty good actually. I was like doing that for the camera, I thought, but maybe that wasn't a good idea.
This guy dislocated his thumb. I guess that he had dislocated it in the past, so that it's not as big of a deal as other people have done it because it's loose.
It's like easier for him to accidentally dislocate his thumb.
Yeah.
Wait, so does the guy dislocate his thumb in the car crash, or the car crash was unrelated?
I was wondering if it was like him going to the hospital and he got in a car crash, because the guy who got in the car crash seemed to be having a pretty bad day. But I guess
what time was the car? What time was the car crash?
Had to have been like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
6? 3 or 4, yeah, 3 or 4.
3 or 4. That's like right. That's what I would do. Like what? I believe about 3 or 4. So
yeah.
Possible he was loose, and then because he did like snap it back into place, and he yelled. Like he was like all like messed up, and he's like, "Look, it's all messed up." And then he like goes outside and goes like, "Ah!"
Was he wearing red? Was he
like?
Was he wearing a red shirt?
No, it was black shirt.
Oh, okay, well, it's not the same person then, I guess.
But. Oh, okay. He could have changed his shirt, but I don't think I would want to change my shirt. Like if I got a hand injury, like you don't want to put your hands through the thing, like through the shirt. You got to cut that off when you get an injury. You got in that crazy car wreck? Did they cut your clothes off?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They cut my shirt right off.
Oh man, how did you?
It was like my favorite shirt. Too.
Yeah. What'd they do with it? Throw it.
I think I never saw it again. Yeah, there was they cut it off with scissors.
Yeah.
And never saw it again. It was actually a band shirt. Back then, I was really into that band Spoon. You know that band?
It rings a bell. It rings a bell.
They're like an indie band for sure, like indie in that time, indie rock band. And somebody on my behalf wrote a letter to the band, saying, like I think maybe my friend John or something. He wrote, who has Hell Yeah Dog or started Hell Yeah Dog.
Yeah.
And he maybe it was Cedar. Who knows? They wrote a letter and it said, like, oh, my friends got in a car accident and like they're wearing the Spoon shirt, his favorite shirt, got it at a show, and the paramedics had to cut it off of them, and they sent me a new shirt.
Wow, was it the same one?
Yeah.
Same shirt?
Yeah, same shirt,
Oh.
and then the CD, with their signature.
Wow.
Oh.
Nice, very nice.
Well, we only got about 3 minutes left.
Oh, we should talk more to Lewis.
Yeah. Lewis, we're here every day, and you can get on the Zoom like 8:45.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I'm doing stuff. Sometimes I'm not.
We gotta get your video store on the credits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You gotta make a commercial.
I'm thinking about making more credits. Yeah, we'll play a commercial.
You put a commercial, but at the end of the show, you just say all the sponsors, and we should be Four Star Video, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
We're getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have any other
Hello?
viewers?
Caller?
Hey!
Hey!
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Who are you?
I'm Monkey Bones.
Monkey Bones? What?
What?
Like the
I'm doing good. I seen you're a partner, the dude that used to be on your show all the time.
Carl?
I don't know, the big bald guy.
Carl, yeah.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, I saw him in downtown Olympia. I deliver food for a living, and I saw him. But by the time I figured out who it was, I'm like, I know that guy from somewhere.
Yeah,
what was he doing? Was he running? Last time I saw Carl, he was running really fast.
Yeah. So how you been?
Good. If you see Carl, you should yell at him. Say, Carl!
I by the time I realized who it was too late.
Monkey Bones.
He was in the crowd.
Have we talked to you? I know I've seen your name a lot for some reason, but I don't know if I ever talked to you. But
Yeah, I called about 6 years ago a few times.
Oh yeah, that's a long time.
I was flipping through the channels. I saw you were live there. I was flipping through YouTube. I saw you were live.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube now. We're still on TCTV.
Cool.
We're live on
Well,
YouTube
I just
every
wanted to
day.
say hi. I'll let you go. I think your show's almost over, huh?
It is, yeah.
I'll stay in touch with you.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Monkey Bones. Wow.
I don't remember anything about Monkey Bones
episode.
other than the name.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember the movie Monkey Bone?
With Brandon Fraser?
And Brendan Fraser and Chris Kattan was in it.
Chris Kattan
was
was,
a guy
yeah.
who got into a car accident, I think, and he broke his neck, and then he was possessed by the spirit of Brendan Fraser. And he was running around. So he had to hold up his head because his neck was broken.
Chris Kattan was possessed by Brandon Fraser?
Yeah.
I thought, who was possessed by the monkey? Nobody?
The monkey was like his own deal. He was Brendan Fraser's comic book character that somehow came to life, but also he was like a demon, sort of. So, I don't know.
Brendan
Monkey
Fraser
Bone-
was trying to get back into the real world?
Yeah, it was like sort of like a hybrid, like, ripoff of like Cool World
Ghost?
and Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lewis, the show's over. We made it. Thanks,
Congratulations.
Lewis. Thanks, Freddy. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Monkey Bones. Bird sent us a text, but I told him not to, so maybe no thanks to Bird, I guess.
No, I'm gonna say thanks to Bird.
Oh.
That's, Bird tries his best.
He's trying.
Bird was on the past and then he came into the future.
I told him not to text anymore. I always tell him people leave voicemails, don't text the program.
Yeah, at least you should leave like a YouTube comment so everyone can see it. But
Yeah.
Well, if you have like a way for a robot voice to read the text, that would be good.
Yeah, this is just a picture of his dog, though. It's not even a text.
Oh.
It's like a picture of text. Well, Lewis, we're going to be back. We're on every night at 8:45, which is whatever time for you. I don't know what time is it right now for you.
It's 11:45.
So we start at 10:45 every day, except for on Sundays when we start at 5, which is
6, 7.
7. So 7 on Sundays, 10:45 on.
That's right when I leave work usually. But
So if you want to come back, that's when it is. All right.
Whenever. It's so good to see you, Lewis.
And
I was
definitely
thinking
come back
about
for Hayakuba, which might be
Yeah.
at a special time or a special place. Who knows? All right. Here it is. Here's the credits.
Yeah.
We made it.
Or I'll have to call in again to figure it out.
Yeah. Dong 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 dong. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for doing it.
I left you on the credits. You're in the corner.
Yeah,
See
you
this?
gotta thank.
It's Friday.
You gotta
Thank you.
for videoing.
We're on TCTV, channel 22, 11:30 and 2 a.m. Check it out. Yeah, YDHWM.com. 360-364-384. Call me a message. Get on TV. Yeah. 109 State Avenue, number 3. Check it out. UFO FBI, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Baby, Jody Fabulous, Graham, Stop by Con, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. And viewers, as you are watching, thank you. Hell yeah, dog.
Are you supposed to say 4-star video in there now?
4-star video. Bye.
Oh man.